Alright guys, so we're going to continue this session on the Anjuna Melodic break style track. This time around we're actually going to be looking at the vocals. So we're going to start and I'm going to show you a process which I do only because I like to save time, to tell you the truth, and it's pretty easy actually to follow. But basically how you can take a single stem and turn it into harmonies and doubles and whatnot. So, to start off with, we've got the instrumental over here. You can hear how I put this track together. I'll link it up top and there'll be previous episodes in the description. You can have a listen and have a look at how this song was put together. But I'll give you a little quick listen to just the instrumental. So we've got that instrumental sitting there, and basically I'll just turn off all the processing on this channel, and then I will show you the process that I have gone through to create this. So we started with a single stem vocal lead, which was this one.
Sometimes I feel like I am losing my mind, but I can hear your voice like an echo.
So there's a little bit of a reverb already that I had put previously when I was building this track. Nothing too crazy. Essentially what I did is I copied this vocal down, how many times? One, 2, 3, 4. So what I usually do is I take one and pitch it down about 12 semitones to give it a lower octave, like so.
Feel like I am losing my mind.
And nothing special on this, it's just running a little altar boy down by 12 semitones. Then we've got two other stems that I've copied. One's penned hard, 50% left, 50% right. And I've slightly offset all these ones from the main vocal, as you can see there, by 10 milliseconds. What I've done also is just transposed it a little bit independently, just so they don't sound exactly the same. And that's just adding some extra grunt to the vocals, just thickening them up a little bit. Now, the harmonies. You can do this in many ways. I used to do this in Melodyne, and you probably get a better result in Melodyne, but to tell the truth, it takes so bloody long that I've kind of resorted to doing it this way when I just want to turn something up pretty quickly. And the result's pretty close, to tell you the truth. Mind you, you will never get the same result as you would from getting a singer to actually sing the doubles and the harmonies naturally, so that's always preferred. But in case you can't, this is a good way around it. So what you would do is just copy your channel and or your lead stem and put an instance of little altar boy in there. What you will do then is create a blank MIDI channel, and you want to set the audio output to be the stem that you've just created. That's going to be that. In this case, it's the harmony stem, which is this one here. And what it will do is, little altar boy will then look at running the pitch against the MIDI that you've actually set up. So as you can see here, I've just got an empty MIDI channel, which is actually playing the notes where I actually want the vocal to sit. And there's a little bit of trial and error, but eventually you can come up with something that sounds pretty cool. So I'll let you hear what these harmonies sounds like, and if we just grab the altar boy here, you will see how the pitch knob gets automated as well as it goes through. So have a listen.
Feel beside me when I close my eyes. Sometimes I feel like I am losing my mind, but I can hear your voice like an echo. Oh, tell me that you'll never let go.
I mean, it sounds pretty shit by itself, but in the context of the song, it sounds pretty good. In order to do this, you just set it to robot mode. play around with the drive wet and the mix, how much you actually want it to come through. You can also change the format slightly a little bit. I didn't see the need to actually add this in. So playing just the lead vocal and this together, you will see how that sounds.
I feel you beside me when I close my eyes. And sometimes I feel like I am losing my mind.
So actually sounds pretty cool. It sounds really good actually with the lead vocals. So that's a good way to get some harmonies. Now let's go into the processing. So what I did in here, we've bussed everything out to a single bus channel. We are running an instance of Nectar, just doing some slight pitch correction, nothing too crazy, and adding a few extra harmonies. As you can tell, it's only mixed at about 34%, so nothing too nuts on that either. Just filtering out some of the lows and some of the highs. We're running an Oxford inflator, which will actually beef up the sound a little bit more, especially into those low mid areas, because this is a female voice. You tend to find that sometimes it's a little bit thin around that area. We're running Arvox on this as well, just some slight compression. I love this compressor. It's very similar to the CLA2, which I also have. Sometimes I will add them in a chain as well. I didn't feel like I needed much more compression over this, so just compressing just a little bit in here. We're running this into a de-esser, so using the fat filter de-esser, and just running the oversampler. I tend to find that it actually works a little bit better when you run oversampling in there. So if we turn all those guys on, let's have a listen. We'll turn the whole thing on and see how it sounds so far.
I feel you beside me when I close my eyes.
So that sounds pretty good. So I'm not sure what happened then, but yeah, my OBS kind of stuffed up. Anyways, let's get back to it. So we're running some fresh air, some Slate Digital fresh air. We're trimming this just a little bit because we actually just want to get the air component in there, so that kind of upper frequency range. Apart from this, I've got this vocal rack that I use in pretty much all my productions, which is just running some plate reverb, which is just some Valhalla vintage verb, some echo, which is the Slate repeater, and then some further reverb, which is another Valhalla reverb in there. Each one of them is sidechained to the previous channel in here, and then the volume is actually controlled. We've also got some sends set up that we use in different places. We've got a large shimmer that's actually running through all the channels. This really helps it glue everything together quite nicely, like all the stems. We are actually running some delay as well in certain parts of the track, automating certain sentences, especially this one towards the end, which I think is just an ad lib. And we've run another instance of Echo Boy in the back, and I think this one is running at an 1/8 from memory. Some ping pong delay. Yep, at an 1/8. So basically, all together, it sounds really good. It didn't take too long to do as well, so I'll let you have a listen.
I feel you beside me when I close my eyes.
And with the track,
Feel like I am losing my mind, but I can hear your voice like an echo. Tell me that you will never let go.
yeah, so that's really it. I'm just doing a little bit of EQ, I think, as well. No, I'm not. Actually, I should add an EQ about here, just to make sure we're rolling off some of those unwanted harmonies. Let's have a listen.
Feel you beside me when I close my eyes. And sometimes I feel like I am losing my mind, but I can hear your voice like an echo. Tell me that you will never let go.
So I think they sound really good. It's actually not very harsh, but they're really clear, and it's got like this very slight kind of silky feel to the vocals as well because of the shimmer. That's actually the shimmer effect I've been using that a lot in a lot of my productions that I've been doing. Um, I mean, there's an extra step in here which is about comping vocals, which I haven't done. That's a whole different video altogether, where you grab all the different tags, find the right tags, comp them all together, clean them all up. So I can do a separate one, but it's really boring. It's probably the thing that I hate doing the most out of vocal productions. But yeah, so look, I hope you enjoyed this series. I'm not sure who I will release this track with. So I got a couple of labels in mind that I'll send it to. Just depends if they like it or not. I guess it's all up in the air. But for now, yeah, if you like to see more videos like this of me putting a track from start to finish, just leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification icon to receive more videos like this, and don't forget to join my Patreon program if you haven't done so, if you want to get some more projects, patches, etc. And my Discord server below if you want to go along and join it. It's always a good place to swap ideas and whatnot. Alright guys, until next time, I'll see you then.